is Oluwapelumi Amanda Adeola. I'm a family partner at BHP Law based at the Darlington office. Today, I am joined by Troy Benjamin, who is a barrister at Trinity Chambers out of the Newcastle office. Today, we're talking about Black History Month. And we're focusing specifically on the theme for this year, which is saluting or celebrating our sisters. And we just thought we'll have a sit down with you to have a quick chat about what the theme means to you and generally some conversation around Black History Month. So thank you for joining us today. The theme this year is celebrating or saluting our sisters. How does this make you feel?
Celebrating our sisters is, indeed something that we ought to do. We have to do. It's imperative that we must do. I come from a very large family. I am the youngest child of 8 children, 4 of which are sisters. And so to draw off an experience, personal experiences, not going into much, but, my mother would have passed at a very young age. There is a 10-year difference between myself and my next sibling. And had it not been for the nurturing and the care and the guidance of my older sisters, the trajectory and the path of which Troy Benjamin would have taken may have been extremely different. And so to answer your question, Amanda, it is important. I celebrate my sisters every day.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing such a personal story with
Indeed.
us. So what does celebrating our sisters itself mean to you? I know you've shared a little about, your upbringing and your sisters, but what does it mean to you?
It's important, right? I think we need to, as they say, as there's a saying in the Bahamas, which is my home country, that you should always give persons their roses or their flowers while they're still alive. And to me, it means just that, that we should acknowledge their efforts. We should praise the works that they would have done. We should continually praise the works that they would have done. There should not be a day that doesn't go by where the appreciation for what they've done and what they've instilled in us and their contributions, not only to us, but our communities and our societies, have to be recognized.
Absolutely. Thank you. Now, if you had to describe how Black women have been portrayed in history, using 3 words, what would they be?
Tenacious, determined, and, just strive, like they strive and they can achieve whatever they set their mind to. I've seen, the experiences and the struggles of my older sisters. Being a young boy without a mother, I've had the input of the benefits, of aunts, my grandmother. It's a saying that it takes a village to raise a child.
Absolutely.
In the Caribbean, and being from the Bahamas, we say it takes 700 islands. And so to see the determination in all of those women that I would have just mentioned and the impact that it would have had on my life, and to see how they would have taken virtually nothing and make something. There are countless examples that I can give, but again, the theme this year is very fitting, and I embrace it, and I would encourage people to continue to support it.
How can we celebrate sisterhood then, in your view, beyond October?
Again, I'm from an island nation. I'm from the Caribbean, so I can give my experiences, yeah? Technically, there is no Black History Month because every day is Black History. Yeah. It's not, in America, I think it's February.
Yes, that's right.
Here in the UK, it's October. But Black history should be celebrated every day. Black history has shaped and molded and has been a part of histories of various countries. It's no denying the history, the role that it's played in American history, the role that it's played in European history, the role that it's played in English, in British history. And so to just limit it to 1 month, I think the history itself should be a daily requirement, a daily celebration. It's who we are. It's our contributions to the shaping and the molding of where we're at today in society. And so, again, it should certainly go beyond October. And it's up to us, Amanda, to ensure that that happens.
Right.
Every day we walk in the street, we should be proud of who we are, our accomplishments, and what we've done and what we continue to do.
That's right. I absolutely agree. Thank you. So what trailblazing Black woman, or women, as it were, from what you've said, has shaped your personal history and how?
Yeah, I think I mentioned a few of them.
Yes, you did.
Grandmother, my sisters. Again, I touched on it a bit, but had it not been for their involvement, for their encouragement, for their nurturing, it's easy to get lost, or it's easy to not keep focused. And had it not been for those women who I do celebrate every day, I have calls every day with them being 5,000 miles away. So I must say that certainly my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, my sisters, they would have definitely shaped and played an important contribution to my development.
Excellent, thank you. So what trailblazing Black woman then has influenced your professional life, and how?
Well, on a micro level, Amanda, I would perhaps say, as a child in the Bahamas, I worked in chambers every summer. And it was a judge, female judge, by the name of Willa May Renee McKay, who was a London-trained barrister, but is a judge in the Bahamas. I think she still is a Supreme Court judge today. And I got an opportunity to work along with her, get to know her personally and professionally. And it's just her, again, tenacity, her focus, her determination that I saw from a very young age working in chambers to be, somebody that I really looked up to, that I really impressed, that I really followed her focus and her guidance. On a macro level, obviously you hear the stories of the Oprah Winfrey's and the likes, and to see where they would have come from, their stories of struggle and determination. It ultimately just leads to you thinking that, hey, if that individual could do what they've done with the adversities that they would have encountered, then surely, as they say, where there's a will, there's a way. You just need to continue to strive for perfection, and in the pursuit of it, you will achieve what you set out to achieve.
That's right. Thank you so much. So finally then, what advice would you give to young Black people who may look to you as a source of inspiration?
So I'm new to Newcastle, and every day people see me and they ask, how are you doing? And I say to them, oh man, I'm living the dream. And, it may sound cliche, but Martin Luther King said that he had a dream. And I always feel as if that I am the dream, and I am living it every day. I get to practice in the UK. I get to live in England and in a foreign jurisdiction to learn from the likes of, Simon Goldberg Casey, and just to be a part of a team of wealth of knowledge. I'm truly grateful, and I embrace the opportunity. And so my advice to any young Black person would be to just never give up, because you never know where life is going to lead you. I would have never known 2 years ago that I would be in Newcastle, and here I am, working for one of the best chambers in the Northeast. And so just keep on. Don't give up. You fall down 100 times and you get up 101 times. 100 doors are closed in your face, and then you knock on 101 and see if it's open. But the minute you stop is, the minute you give up, and you shouldn't stop. No matter what cards are dealt, you either throw them in or you play another one. And hopefully that next hand is a good one. And so you just have to continue to strive and continue, some of the words that I've used earlier, and just continue to, have, it's that thing inside of you that just keeps you going.
Thank you so much. That's incredibly inspirational, and we're grateful to you for your time, and hope that you get to celebrate your sisters as you always have done.
Absolutely.
And we're grateful. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to a phone call at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you.
Thank you.